Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 1, Episode 6, Gremlins, Secrets of the Mogwai. Last we saw, we got always stab and run. Grandfather told us, if you ever run into problems, either run or stab and run. I think that's good advice, and it worked, because, well, it kind of worked. Elle stabbed, and then it came back to life, and then we ran. Either way, it worked. Even though the stabbing didn't work, the running worked. We end up finding this little kid who says his name is Radish, but then we notice he has lost his shit. He has lost his mind. He is living under this house surrounded by what I think are pronounced as gang-shi. Maybe I'm saying it right. All I know is they're zombies. They're undead people. We learned the tale from Grandfather. This little dude is living under here. What happened to his parents? I don't know. He said he ran away from an orphanage, but he has a best friend named Theodore that is a Radish, and he calls himself Radish. So I have to assume, and I'm assuming they assume the same thing, a lot of assuming, that his name is Theodore, and he has been so far gone in his mind that he named the Radish Theodore because that is his name, and now he thinks his name is Radish. Not relevant right now, but he joined our team. We have now found the Ghost City. We followed Grandpa's instructions. We found it, and that's where we ended with them. Meanwhile, the gremlins jumped in the toilet, or one of them did, I should say, turned into like 50 gremlins. We killed probably between Riley Green and the mom and dad of Sam. They had to have killed at least 10 or 15 of them because the mom went ham with the Wand of Sun, we end up finding out it's called. It makes bright light that immediately kills gremlins and mogwais. Or Riley said it would kill a mogwai instantly. We saw it killed gremlins instantly. I got to assume he's not wrong. Then Riley Green does the pressure points, freezes Sam's parents, takes the wand, and goes, yo, gremlins, stop this shit. Shines it so bright it destroyed like 8 of them. And then he goes, give me your captain. There is now a Captain Gremlin named Captain Claw, the guy with the giant claws. And he says, let's make a deal. And then he yet again goes, or this is going to happen, kills a couple more gremlins just to prove his point further. And the gremlins are so chaotic. While this is happening, they're still playing jokes and throwing henchmen overboard. They have no fear of death. Even though I feel like they don't want to die, it like doesn't faze them. Not enough so to stop because they threw Billy Peltzer, Zach Galligan henchman, off the boat with the barf gremlin. And I still feel like the barf gremlin is going to have some sort of effect in all of this because it ended on the shot of the barf gremlin in the jar floating on the water. There's too many shots of the barf gremlin for it not to make sense. My theory is that it's going to be mad they abandoned him and maybe he'll become a gremlin that aids us. I've never seen such a thing. I've never seen a gremlin that actually changes sides. So that would be an interesting aspect. But besides that, all the henchmen are overboard. I don't know if they're coming back. They're probably all dead. Riley makes a deal, says, yo, get me this Mogwai, you could have this ship, and their plan is, as gremlins, to go ruin and run the world. So let's jump in, we'll see what happens. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see these full unedited as far ahead as humanly possible. Hundreds of other movies and shows, Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest. I just saw that Chapter 4 of My Little Pony Generation 5 came out. I've been doing that since the beginning of the channel, so it's almost like something I have to do at this point. Not that I don't enjoy it. It's like I saw it and I'm like, oh my God, how did I not know this? There's hundreds of other shows and movies. We just finished Ted Lasso and Barry, doing Always Sunny, 2 episodes a week, the same day as this. So check it all out. In the description is the link for Patreon. If not, Season 1, Episode 6, Gremlins, Secrets of the Mogwai.
Grandpa did call Fang Dong the Ghost City, and it's only a quick stop on the way to finding the key to the Valley of Jade.
No clue what you just said, but you said it with confidence, so lead on, Gizmo.
Oh my God. That's not good.
Ghost City.
I didn't think they'd get to us this
You're
quick.
named Radish.
They're right
he
here.
Is a radish.
Oh God, the gremlins, we hear them already. We're immediately going to engage in battle. They didn't see us yet, but they might be able to smell us out. One of their heads is in it. That's like the Mogwais did in Gremlins 1.
Green might be here too. This is so many kinds of bad.
Gizmo looked at the helmet.
Right, Gizmo?
Gizmo went in that helmet. Yep, there he goes. I was going to say, they've got to have a great sense of smell, especially for Mogwai. Oh, he's sniffing out the humans. Fantastical. And we got the Daffy guy helping Riley. Oh God, he snotted all. Oh, I love it. Maybe Daffy will Gizmo, you are pushing your luck, my friend, but I love it. Looks beautiful, Gizmo. Oh my God, that's the greatest thing ever. Will he put them to sleep? Will that put the gremlins to sleep? Oh my God, it's the secret entrance to... Hurry up, get in there. Get in there, guys. Let's go. Oh, it's gonna close. I hope it closes on him and kills him. Oh no, instead he just missed it. Is he smart enough to know? Can anyone hum that tale? So if you stand before the temple doors, what is this thing?
Oh, bad omen. You will die today.
Oh,
Okay.
Theodore? Please, the name's Theodora.
the radish is actually a living ghost now? Or I don't know if that makes any sense at all.
Pardon me, I speak both tongues. Individual you seekers, as always, at the tavern.
Who is this?
I assure you my lip licking is due to an unrelated disorder.
It is a Mogwai.
Don't just stand there. Skidoo!
All right, we're in a
Am I old
cantina.
enough to be in here?
Are you old enough to be in here? You were fighting.
Hey, pal, it's not polite to stare.
Oh, it's her. There she is. She did have a tail. I was right. For a second, I thought I was crazy.
Snake lady warrior friend?
I am Nua,
Nua.
goddess of creation.
Oh, she's a drunk. I
You
love
don't
it.
smell like a goddess.
I know Sandra Oh is going to be in this at some point. I saw her in the cast.
Sing, and with gusto this time.
They're all just humming. Like, oh, he's going to start killing dudes. Riley's going to make examples out of these dudes. Yep, there you go. One's dead. Yeah, one of them is singing perfectly.
Use it, or else.
They all have horrible gremlin voices except this dude.
Humans first.
Humans first. There's a lot of things in Ghost City.
Baiju. Is the Valley of Jade okay?
Definitely Sandra Oh.
Ugh.
Look at her, like, weapon. And she opened the bottle with
Come
the
on,
edge
we
of it.
came all this way so that you could go home.
You guys ruin everything. I'm still not over what you did to lobsters.
Lobsters?
Now you, my dear Mogwai.
Oh, God, it's right there. Jump through, jump through. Gizmo's not going to do it. She can immediately transport us to the Valley of Jade.
No, you should go, Gizmo.
Yeah, go, Gizmo. That is very nice that you're thinking of us. Get the hell out of here. Shit's about to go down. Oh, God, is Elle going to jump through? Elle's going to jump through. Oh, my God, we're through. We're going to get pulled back through. God dang it.
That's what your wink meant?
That's what your wink meant? Exactly.
Your excitement is understandable, but remember... Drink up. Only one way to learn which potions are poison.
I hope that some of them turn into other things, like
Find
the new
my
batch.
Mogwai.
So, this is your family business.
The Radish family.
3 generations.
Oh, the little dude.
Fine.
That's what the goddess did.
What the creature's saying, Third Court of Hell regional accent,
He turned into
is
brain
that
gremlin.
Nua caught him trying to eat a furry Mogwai.
And you gained the ability to speak the Queen's English.
Drank a potion that granted me the gift of understanding and speaking all languages.
Mr. Claw,
Miss.
I simply assumed you're all...
All right, we didn't know that. I misunderstood as well.
Go through the portal. The only safe place for you anywhere is...
And I get it.
Really? You heard them yourself. She's in it for treasure. Bartender, fresh bottle.
We might not get there. We only got about 4 minutes left.
My brother Fushi and I were arguing. Fushi saw you as ants, amusing from afar, but I saw humanity as mostly good. Fushi and I came up with a test. The Mogwai.
See how we treat
If
things?
humanity could preserve the Mogwai, it would prove that they're ultimately good. Never get him wet,
Fushi made the rules.
never expose him to bright light, and never feed him during the hours when the moon is at its highest point. The losing god would quit creating life. The humans loved this Mogwai so much that they all wanted one. So they broke
Oh
one
my
rule.
god.
Not knowing Fushi had cursed the Mogwai spawn to spend the first century of their lives as destructive tricksters. I reverted the corrupted Mogwai to their original states and brought them to a new, safe home. It was my last creation since I bet on humanity and said goodbye.
So the greed of humans.
Since I didn't want to hear,
destroyed
I told
everything.
you so.
I
My
mean,
dear, sweet,
you chose
adorable,
bad,
too
shitty people,
kind-hearted
I
for
guess.
This or any world Mogwai.
We're invaded by gremlins. I mean, it was more
course.
Riley,
And
obviously.
as always, I'm the one who cleans up your mess.
Ooh. Where'd her magic go? Oh god, tell me the bartender. It's probably a gremlin. He said one of the gremlins would find the poison. They found the poison and... Oh god.
Poison. But who poisons a goddess?
Riley Green. Wouldn't you think a goddess would be immune to poison?
Hand over the Mogwai and
She
I
created
shall
it.
grant you safe passage as well as an antidote. Refuse and you will die!
I'm assuming this is how it ends. And we're... Alright guys, that is it for Season 1, Episode 6, Gremlins, Secrets of the Mogwai. I just saw that George Takei is Noggin. The brain gremlin, his name is Noggin. It sounded familiar. I guess Sandra Oh, distracted me. But Sandra Oh is finally in this. We have her as Nua, who is the goddess of creation. She has a brother named Fushi. They created a Mogwai. They had a difference in opinion. Fushi thought humans can't be trusted, and he just wanted to play with them like ants. Nua, Sandra Oh, was like, no, let's give him a test. We'll make a Mogwai. We'll see if they can follow these rules, and I'll prove to you that humans are good at heart. The only thing is, you must have gave the Mogwai to shitty humans, because I feel like if you gave a Mogwai to the right people, they would care for it. It's just like if you had a cat or a dog. Like my cats. I treat them like they are my children. I am very caring for my cats. There are some people that are just shitty people that would neglect and hurt and ruin their animals. I'm sorry that you guys chose shitty humans. They had the city of ghosts or whatever, Ghost City, whatever the heck they call it. There are all these people there, or things there. There's not even people there. What is the deal with the city of ghosts? Like, Gizmo goes up, he sings the little song at the temple, we go through. There is all these bright see-through people. The city of ghosts. But then there's like this cat-like person. It looked like a tabaxi from Dungeons and Dragons. She was real. She was like a real thing, but then nothing really came of that. They all started chasing us down. We find out why, because Mogwai are the reason everything flipped on its ass, but it's not the Mogwai's fault. It's the shitty people that decided we all are greedy and we all want a Mogwai. So let's dump water on its head and it'll multiply and we'll all have a Mogwai. But then the Mogwai are evil. She did make a point to say that it's for a century. For 1 century, they'll be evil. I feel like that rule was spoke for a reason. Does that mean after a century, they revert back? Because that could be something, maybe. I don't know what relevance it would have in our tale right now, but I feel like it would have maybe something to do with the future. Besides that, we got Noggin as George Takei. We got Sandro as Nua. Nua is the goddess of creation. I said this earlier, but now she's a massive drunk. Everyone rags on her, I guess, because she chose the wrong side, even though I still think that is silly. I hate things like that, where it's like, we took a group of like a dozen people, and they all just happen to be assholes. So now Nua for the rest of eternity is wrong? No, we just chose shitty people. I wouldn't even be surprised if Fushi, her brother, manipulated it so he'd be right, but then she made the Valley of Jade, sealed all the Mogwais away, and became a drunk, and she just hangs out in Ghost City. Why are all the ghosts not able to take down the gremlins? That's a thing. Because we have gigantic, powerful-looking, ghosty people of all sorts. I call them people, but they're like all sorts of different creatures. Radish came to life, ends up being Theodora. It was a female version. We also had Claw tell us that I am a girl. The whole time we've been saying Mr. Claw, Captain Claw. It's a girl. So we have a giant girl gremlin that is leading the pack. We now created Noggin by drinking chemicals. I saw the one looking like it was turned into something else and it just discovered the poison. And then we faked that we were bartenders, slid the poison over, and the goddess drank it. My only thing is, if you're the goddess of creation, she said I created lobsters. Why did you guys eat lobsters? It's just like a little bit of meat and it's in a shell. I didn't create lobsters so you guys could eat them, and you guys decided to eat them. Humans are just horrible people. But she doesn't even remember what the hell she created lobsters for. My point is, she created everything. So she created poison too. Why, if she created poison, is she being killed by poison? I feel like she shouldn't be able to die by poison. But Riley Green got there at the same time as us. We have the one gremlin who has a tremendous singing voice, gets us in, and now we're all at odds. Riley Green's outside. He's like, let me in this damn building. Give me the Mogwai, or you're going to die. And now Nuwa can't even open the portal. She was able to open a portal to send us to the Valley of Jade. There's all this arguing. And now what do? I don't know. He could give her the antidote, and then she'll be able to use magic again, but then they have the magic. I also see here that D. Bradley Baker is Creature 2, Evil Mogwai, and a Lion. D. Bradley Baker is also a recognizable name. I can't picture the dude, but I 100% know that's somebody. But Baker is the guy that created a lot of the practical effects or the designs for the original Gremlin movies, I feel like. So maybe that's his son or somebody else involved in his family? I don't know. Either way, I'm going to go edit these up. Great way to end it. We're going to do 2 next week and then 2 after that. There's 2 weeks left. 2 and 2, and we're done with the series. I honestly am loving everything about it. It is way better than I thought. I didn't have good expectations because I wasn't sure. When I found out it was a prequel and then it was animated style and then they died down the R-ratedness because it was supposed to be originally R-rated, I had my doubts. It has surpassed all my expectations. You guys let me know what you think. You want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see these full unedited as far ahead as humanly possible. The same thing with hundreds of other shows on the channel. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Legend of Korra, Avatar, My Little Pony. We're going to start Chapter 4 of Gen 5 probably this week or next week. It's already out in full on Netflix, but I haven't started it because I didn't even know. Also, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, 2 episodes a week the same day this drops. Check it all out in the description. Is the link for Patreon. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.